I have no words. Roll the trailer.
Hang on!
Monster trucks. What a great way to start a new year. The movie was actually supposed to be released in the summer of 2015 and pushed back and back until now, when they kind of just throw it out there in January. And they are already preparing for a gigantic loss, as the movie supposedly cost over $100 million to make, with no real stars in it and not based on any existing material. The title and trailers are so dumb and naive looking that I was very curious to see what the actual movie would be like. I had hoped that it might be kind of likable in its own strange way, and you know what? I think it actually is a little bit. Let's get this clear first. Monster Trucks is not a good movie. It's completely silly and ill-composed, and you can't help but shake your head about the fact that it actually exists the way it does and that it costs over $100 million. I read that the idea for the movie came originally from the 4-year-old son of the former studio president. But it sounds a little bit too silly. But then again, it totally fits the movie. But Hollywood, please, when people complain there aren't any new ideas anymore, they didn't want you to let 4-year-olds come up with stuff. Monster Trucks features a boy and his pet story, only that the pet is a monster that functions as the engines of the boy's car. It's like Fast and Furious meets Free Willy or Pete's Dragon or E.T. The whole idea is so ludicrous and its execution so old school that I couldn't help but enjoy myself just a little bit. The movie feels like something you would watch as a young child on a lazy Sunday morning on TV. In the 90s, because this is so 90s, from the characters, the mean bad guys, the environment message, the music to the silly jokes and also the cast. Okay, let's talk about the cast for a second. I think both protagonists, Trip, who discovers and befriends the monster, and Meredith, the girl who has a big crush on him, are played by talented actors, and they were kind of cute together. But oh my god, that doesn't change the fact that they are both totally miscast. Again, not because the actors are bad, but because they are way too old. The moment we are being introduced to Trip made me laugh just so hard. The camera shows us a high school bus, and while all the children inside look their age, there's this one full-grown man with a kind of edgy face. Lucas Till, who plays Havoc in the new X-Men movies, was 24 when they were shooting the movie. Jane Levy, who was great in Don't Breathe, was 24 as well. There's no way you believe these two are still in high school. Except if this would be a movie from the 90s, which it totally feels like. When Trip is sitting in his self-built truck for the first time, he's making car noises like a little boy. It was just baffling. They are driving cars, so he must be at least 16 years old, but to be honest, from their behavior it would have been more fitting to make them like 14 or something. Maybe Tom Holland would have been a better choice. But again, they are kind of cute together, and it all just adds to the bizarreness of the whole movie. It's kind of a train wreck, but I thought it was a likable train wreck. Watching this movie, I was just trying to watch it through the eyes of a little boy again, and I think children might enjoy this quite a bit. It's extremely innocent and corny. There's even a scene where Meredith is riding a horse, while Trip chases her with his car, all with slow motion shots and whimsical music.
You see that?
Show off!
The whole thing isn't that polished either. Some side characters are really kind of wasted, like Trip's mother or his nerdy friend from school. And the movie would have been a complete disaster if the monster wasn't any good. And while it's far from being super special, I kind of liked Creech.
You named him Creech?
Yeah, that's the name Trip gave him. Look at the trailer and decide for yourself if you like him or not. I thought him to be a friendly companion, and the Free Willy kind of story was okay. Again, if you accept the fact that this is a children's movie, and a very quirky one at that. The CGI is decent and the car chases, on the scale of a kids movie, totally cool. I wouldn't recommend it for anybody over 16, at least not for an evening at the cinema, but I just can't hate the fact that this odd thing really exists. In German I'd say unschuldiger Monsterspaß. I give Monster Trucks 5.5 out of 10. It's more like 5.7, but I don't do that.
Thanks.
Alright, that's it. Like always, comment below, let me know what you think about monster trucks. And today's question: what's a favorite childhood movie of yours that's probably not that good when you would watch it today? I give you two of mine, The Flintstones and Beethoven. But who knows, maybe they do hold up. You can hit me up on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram simply at TheJimmyCage. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like.